to the yams. Yo,
back.
What up?
It's been a while, but we are back.
It's more than a while. About 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope y'all missed us, man. We've been out on IR. IR, if you don't know what that is injured reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've been out on.
We've been injured and reserved.
We've been injured and reserved. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I miss you.
Right back at you, sis. We've had our little vacation. You know, life happens.
And of course, Mr. Guy came back with a lot of questions.
Yeah, I didn't really have a thought process on what to talk about. I was just like, man, you seen this? Man, you seen that? You seen this? You know, it's just people, just their opinions is just
and that's all it is. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, they definitely are people out here today.
But we have CORY, HOLCOMB,
Jerry Jones,
and KANYE West.
You know, Kanye should be on the topic every week. You know what I mean? Like he's just that guy. You know, he just got something to say. But you know, they didn't block him from Twitter now, so I don't know what he's gonna say now. He'll find somewhere and something to say something. Somewhere. And something.
But why shouldn't he have that right to say what he wants to say?
I think he should say whatever he wants to say.
Okay.
Everybody else doing it.
Why?
But when you hit a certain dollar status, I guess they say, hey.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. You know.
So now there's a depiction of him being crazy because what?
Do we think he's crazy?
I'm asking you.
I don't think he's crazy, but I do think he's a little. I would have a question with it. It would be like, okay, is he crazy? No, but why now?
Why now for what?
Why now to start wanting to express?
I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's why now? Why now all of a sudden you want to take everything from him?
Right.
You want to explore whatever character you can, make him look however you feel will be a negative light. Why now? Why now?
But also, why now? Why would you come out and explore all of these things? Why would you come out and talk about from, talking about his marriage, from,
because he was going through a divorce.
You know, talking about specific individuals, whether that be, who hasn't he talked about?
What has he done?
Chris Paul have he done anything to harm anybody? In my opinion, no. Everything is more self-inflicted. I'm just trying to figure out
what is it.
I know he's mentally sick. That I do know.
Why you know he's mentally sick?
Because he's battling a lot of things. He chooses not to take his medicine. That's a fact.
For a mixed diagnosis.
Well,
would you take medicine for a mixed diagnosis?
You know what? If he feels like it's mixed diagnosis, but he can't diagnose himself.
I know, but if he had a second opinion and it feels like he doesn't have.
He got more than enough money to have a second opinion, so why haven't he had one?
He did.
So
and that's how he determined that it was a misdiagnosis.
So now what? So they advised him what? Just not to take any medicine?
No, they advised him that he wasn't crazy. So if somebody told you they wanted you medicated and crazy and you didn't believe so, and you went and got a second opinion and they told you weren't, would you go back and take the drug from the people
that said you was crazy?
That you was crazy and needed to be medicated?
Absolutely not.
And then while you was being medicated, they tried to take your rights to your kids and your access to your money, your clothes.
Money,
Would you?
No.
Interesting.
But also, I wouldn't put fuel to the fire and continue to keep expressing bullshit.
That he should have his own rights.
No,
that's all he's saying.
He should have his own rights.
That's all he's saying is why he bothering me.
No, have you seen the last thing that him expose Chris Paul? He say that, hey, I caught Chris Paul with my wife.
And that's a personal experience. That's your personal life with your wife.
Yeah, but
what the fuck they got to do?
We don't know how true it is.
Black, how do you feel about him saying that, sees the good things about Hitler?
Okay. What did he say? He said he sees the good things about Hitler?
I don't.
Okay. Let me answer. What he's in trouble for is mentioning that black people are Jews. That he identifies as a Jew, which he has every right to, because he can't. He be black Jews, Chinese Jews, any Jew he wanted to be. He didn't say he was Jewish and he wanted to convert. He didn't say any of that. Just say he was a Jew. And he identified as a Hebrew Israelite. Right? That's what he said. And the world took everything from him, from saying something that he deems true, that can be factual, that you can find. This is one of his opinion. This ain't the world's opinion. This is something he can factually depict, right? And the agreements, because I wanted to know exactly what he was agreeing with Hitler with. So I pulled it up. What he was referring to is Hitler saying, because the white Jews know that the Negroes are the real children of Israel. And to keep America's secret, the Jews will have to blackmail America. They will have to extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes know who they are. The white civilians of America will be terrified to know that all this time they have been mistreating, discriminating, and lynching the children of Israel. So if he agreed with that statement that backs up his perception and understanding of the blood of Christ that he identifies as, what's wrong with that?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
But you see what they do? And what he's also saying is, who owns our media and who owns our airway and who owns everything that we know and learn is the Jewish community who's taking everything from him. And all he's doing is exposing his truth. But now he's crazy.
It's the same thing.
So what they can do is spin whatever narrative they want. They can say what they want. And then us as the masses or the population get that seed planted in them, and then you end up believing it because you can't do your own research, right? He ain't told you nothing you can't find yourself. And even if you didn't want to go research Hitler to figure that out, it's in your Bible. It's in your Bible. Every Bible. For you to think he's crazy for saying something you should already fucking know.
You should already know that. Yep. What you said.
But that's not even what fucked me up. What fucks me up is that we will believe the fucking narrative. And then have to come back and have and argue. How you arguing something that's factual? How you arguing something you can decide? You can go research and decide your own self. Because who are you identifying as? You get what I'm saying? And I get their frustration because it will destroy the fucking world for us to know that we are somebody. How bad would that fucking be? To know you somebody. And that the treatment that you've experienced your whole life, it was every feeling you've ever had. If this was fair, if this is real, are we being punished? Every fucking feeling you've ever had. So it upsets me that we can believe a narrative, that we can go find ourselves. We had to pick an identity ourselves. Individually, we all decided who and what we wanted to believe and who we wanted to be. But on today, we having a conversation if a man is crazy. For his own personal understanding, education, and his perception of God. Everybody else can believe whatever they want to believe. But you can take this man's business, access to his children. This is religion. Really? How? How and what for? That would be my question. What for?
I'm not sure why they did
It's butt breaking. They want to embarrass him. They want to show us this what happens when you think you know the truth.
You talk out
this what happens when you influence people. Even him and CORY, all he said was a documentary with no opinion. You can read, you can this is the education you can find or decide not to.
The crazy part
Choice
about that
is yours.
documentary is that it was on Amazon Prime. Who owns Amazon Prime? Jeff
Oh,
Bezos.
you had to,
So why
man,
you ain't talking about
listen.
Jeff Bezos?
The man ain't said nothing wrong. He may say things that you dislike along the way, yes, but that's his own opinion. It's your
Rich people can't have an opinion, but
but for why?
They made that.
But for why?
Clear.
And what he's saying is, yeah, sure, sure. I've been on a leash. I've been in a contract before, but not this money I have is mine.
Mm-hmm.
This money is mine. I'm my own billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's saying. I'm not being controlled by nobody. You can't tell me no. You can't tell me I can't. That's why they haven't arrested him. That's why they haven't took his money. Because it's his.
Right.
So he can say what he want to say. And he can do whatever he want to do because he's his own man. And you can take it, make him pay all this money to his wife, who's worth more than him. You can take his access to endorsements and things, but it's not going to change his ability, his influence, or his own money. And it shouldn't. It's his opinion. It's his own understanding. And he did his own education.
And people still going to listen anyway.
And come up with some weak-ass thing based off a narrative. But go ahead and look into it. Of course, they own social media, so whatever videos you see surface, they had to be okay with those.
Mm-hmm.
Go find something else. Reference. You ain't even got to find it from him. Never mind the person. It's the information you got to verify. Right? That's what you messed up on. He said this. I don't believe it. I don't agree. So I feel away. Not verify. And if you deem no, it's no. But that's for you to find out.
Absolutely.
Not for you to just jump on some wagon and be like, oh, they said he crazy, so he crazy. Why? How come? Because when they do it to us, and the world believe it,
absolutely, every time.
They'll do it to you right now. And make the world believe it. Not such and such on drugs. And they've been on it. And we don't fucking know them personally to know that they ain't never been on drugs in their life.
Right.
But you can tell us whatever. Sell us whatever. But we need to use our own discernment to figure that out. We're not simple. I get being, our attention span, but this big and being influenced, I get influenced. Like a magic trick. You'll end up doing the same thing as a whole room of people.
Yeah.
I get it. But you also have your own mind. You also have your own individual intelligence. We can learn to be in the same class and gather two different things. Use yours, man. And that's why we have these platforms, so we could connect with other minds. And that's it. It's just a transfer of energy and understanding. That's it. I ain't convincing nothing. I ain't selling shit. It's just, this is what I think of it. And it just feels, and it confuses me that we can be here. We can be in this space. And that's okay. We can know that this shit is against us. We can know that they influence bullshit. We can know they got a negative narrative against us, and we fall for it. It confuses the fuck out of me. Because it's like you got a choice. You got a choice. We know the music fucking influence us and changes our mood and shit. You can choose what the fuck you listen to and how and when. I hate that I'm cussing so much.
Social media is like the new Bible.
It is. But you know what? I don't listen to no music before 12 o'clock. If it ain't no sermon, no TED talk or something I'm trying to educate myself, it ain't on my mind. And I've done it so long now, my clients are so used to it. Now, I love coming early in the morning because I know you're going to have one of these on. I like when I come, because for what? You get that shit off your mind all the time. How are you helping you while we worrying about what everybody else's perception it is? What's you, huh? Are you figuring that out? Because that is literally just triggered me that that's what we're discussing. If a black man crazy because he have a fucking perception of something he researched that he told you how to research.
His perception is his reality.
That's it. From material, and if he did mention some material, which he really hasn't, but if he mentioned some material, that's just for you to verify, dude.
And you decided
Because
you
you know
like
who
it or
did
not.
it? Guess who did it? Guess who did it? You can tell by my aggression that I fucking did it. Watched the documentary. I bought the fucking book. I watched everything I could find. I've read my Bibles.
It's your opinion. Everybody has an opinion.
But the fact that we can deem somebody fucking crazy sick or deranged or take everything.
Yeah, the taking part is much. I think he's crazy not for what he believes. I think he's crazy because since his mother's died, he's had trauma.
Sure.
So if it's trauma,
but
if you're crazy,
you know how many other people in the world who lost a mama and is in that same state of depression?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So why he get punished for it?
He shouldn't get punished for it.
That's what's weird.
That is what's weird.
Like I ain't tripping, and I ain't even on nobody back. I don't know him either. You get what I'm saying? I don't get no check. I ain't selling nothing. It's just an understanding. And I'm one person. It's billions of us out here making that perception of somebody, and a group of people get to determine what we feel about them. Imagine if that was you.
We do it to each other all the time. All I gotta do is make a post about you, and guess what? People gonna say, you know what?
But just
Black messed up, man.
Just like they're afraid of him saying things that he deemed true because of his influence. You making him look crazy. He's in front of those same people, and those same people that feel depressed and lost because they the only child and they lost their mama. Guess what they're gonna start identifying as? Like, shit, I feel that same way as him, right? I came to that same conclusion as him. Maybe I'm crazy too. And that's okay. That's okay for you to want a whole fucking demographic of black people to feel like they crazy for having a perception and opinion. And all he's saying, you will take this from me. You will destroy my whole character. But Balenciaga can have a whole fucking sex predator. It's a whole predator ring going on right now, and they can make an ad
and promote it
with Satan references in it, and that's for sales. But I can't say something. On it right now. Who? And
that's the amazing part about who we are. Honestly, we do some weird shit.
Honestly, I would love to punch the motherfucker in the face that bought some Balenciagas today. You hear me?
I don't even own.
And I don't care which coach you in. I would love to punch you in your fucking face. But that's my opinion and my perception. Leave it there. But anywho, the picture he's painting is, you will take all of this from me for dropping something I deem true, for something demonized, right in our face, but you will let that go on with ease. They don't get no penalty.
They get publicity.
No nothing, right? And he even highlighted his wife in it. Highlighted his wife. Like, here, look.
That's all little baby was.
Look. And you know what they do? You know what they did? Court magically appeared now, huh? It ain't like she... Come on, man. Come on, man. And $200,000 a month.
She don't need it.
And she works more than him.
She don't need it.
It ain't even about needing. It's what they willing to do to them. Fuck the numbers and all of that shit. It's what they're willing to do to them and what they're willing to show us they'll do to someone in this position.
I didn't even realize they had 4
for saying something he think is true, bro. Like
she only had physically 2 of them. The other 2 were surrogates. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out
how she do that.
I was about to say, man, she magical. But anyway, I'm done with Kanye.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's what it is, though.
I'm about to bring up something too that you probably didn't do your research on yet. I'm just gonna spring it on.
Yeah, I already know you finna get with this CORY.
No, I ain't gonna even get you with this CORY. I'm gonna bring up something. She don't even have it.
Who?
My mind race is different. So let's talk about Deion Sanders for a second.
What'd he do?
He didn't do anything. All he did was left Jackson State to go to the University of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are giving him static because he left Jackson State. Some people say that he's a traitor. Some people say that he went for the bag. So let's get an understanding. If I'm not mistaken, Deion Sanders at the University of Jackson State, or Jackson State University, was making anywhere from $350,000 to $500,000 annually. And half of that proceed, whichever one it was, half of that proceed he gave back to the school to upgrade their facilities. Okay,
and that's $300,000. Okay.
Let's just say he made $500,000. I don't know if that's the exact number, but let's just say he did. And this, so $250,000 of that he gave back to the school to upgrade their
What's the
facilities.
numbers?
Hold on. He's leaving Jackson State for a better opportunity. A Power 5 university. They're going to pay him $5 million annually. But people are giving him static because he's leaving the HBCU. That's the real truth about people are giving him issues because he's leaving Jackson State. Now, let me ask you a personal question. Somebody was paying you $500,000 and you was giving half of that salary back so they can upgrade they shit, which already should be upgraded. I got to come to the school to help you upgrade.
Okay, I get you.
You feel what I'm
saying now.
Now Jackson State not giving him no static. They've actually showed him nothing but love and they support his decision.
It's the people.
It's us. It's us.
And
So,
I do want to point out, because I put it up. I have the clip of him talking, but
I don't need to see that. I
want to
listened
see
to
it. What he say?
It's too long. It's an 8-minute video.
But I do want to point out, he said that it's not about a bag, but rather the chance to create opportunities for African American coaches.
And he might be absolutely, hold on. He might be absolutely right. But the reality of it is that even if it is about that, bravo to him. But if it is about the bag, you still shouldn't be mad. It still should be okay. You want to know why? I gave you, how many years he's been at Jackson State? 3 years? Yeah. I've gave you 3 years of my life.
Right.
I've gave you also $750,000 possibly of my salary.
That's whack.
You understand what I'm saying?
He should have
For black folks to be mad at him because he's leaving the HBCU to go better. Remember, do we not forget that this man is 55 years old and he got kids and he got a wife to be and he got a family and he has, you see what I'm saying? This is his life.
I agree.
Like if you decided, Black, that you wanted to leave your job for $100 more, let's just say, hold on, let's just say hypothetically, let's just keep it real. If you wanted to stop doing hair and you wanted to go get a 9 to 5 because they offered you $10,000 more than what your salary is right now, it's nothing wrong with that. That's your choice. This is your life. And you should be able to do whatever you want to do with your life. Want to know in that video, that 8-minute video, that the first thing he said was the reason why this is taking me so long? Because of those kids, those young men. He said they had the biggest effect on him. But in the reality of it is, I believe him when he says that. But the reality of it is that people will still bash him because he's not willing to stay down.
That's messed up. I wouldn't even consider him being down, but it's not his obligation to.
No, people wanted him to stay down. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm doing y'all a favor.
I feel like if I need to do something that betters me and you get upset or you feel away because I'm finna make this decision, you either benefiting on me being in that same position, but most definitely you don't love me. You don't care that I'm chasing something I love or I want to
see growth.
I desire. This is my life. It's my individual life, and I should be able to make decisions based off what I want to do, how the fuck I want to do it, and the people around me should either applaud it, want to join it, but I definitely ain't finna be mad at you or hate you. So what I would say to him is fuck them and stay away from those people, even if it's us or not.
I think with his actions, I think he did say fuck them.
Yeah, man.
With his actions,
that's
because he also said in that video that, hey,
if anything can better me, piss you off, oh yeah, you too expensive.
He said, this is the opportunity. This is an opportunity for me. And at the end of the day, he said something that was very valuable. He said, I think it was, and I quote, I don't want to quote it, something about coaches. Coaches either walk and get promoted or basically they get fired. Just two options. Either you move on to grow or you stay where you at and you get fired, or you stay stagnant and you eventually get fired, especially black coaches. He said they ain't no, you know what I'm saying? And it's the reality. So what he's doing is, what he got to understand is that you can only win so much, bro. So he's doing all the winning at Jackson State. They're going to go to a bowl game this year, and I'm sure they're going to win easily. You know what I mean? So then what else can I give this school?
I think it's going to be a good show.
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's just black folks. we just feel like for some reason that when a person come up, that they finna leave you behind. And the reality of it is that maybe he is.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he isn't. But long as you should be happy for an individual if you consider yourself loving that person, close to that person. You know what I'm saying? You should consider yourself happy for that person and like you said, watch the show. Hoping that he be a man of his word, meaning he's saying he want to give more black young men opportunities. Well, the reality of it is 70% of college football players are black, so they already got the opportunity. Stop playing with me. So on that part, that's neither here or there. You know, when you want to give black coaches more opportunity, then that's saying something different, which he did say that. Which, hey, I can agree with him on. But let's be real. If his name wasn't Deion Sanders, he might not have had the job either. Mm-hmm. Let's be straight up. Let's be straight up about it. If his name, yes, in his situation, he's black privileged because he's a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? If his name wasn't Deion Sanders, he probably wouldn't have been at Jackson State, and he damn sure wouldn't be at the University of Colorado. Yeah. That's just the harsh reality. That's the harsh reality. Some things. He's gonna do well. I'm not against it. I ain't no hater.
And we do got to work on that.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
Hate us.
It's just we got
crab in a barrel.
Yeah,
but
uncalled for crab in a barrel is uncalled for, but we feel like we have a stake in every black person's choice. Bro, him going to that don't do nothing for your life. It don't do nothing for you.
That's not your decision to make. That ain't even your world.
No, but we feel like we have a stake with you're supposed to stick with HBCU, but he has a plan. Let that man go through his plan.
Great sports, I know that man. I know that man personally. I've talked to him numerous of times, and he doesn't come off as he's never came off as a man that was just he's always gave back to his community wherever he was at. He's proven his point.
He's not trying to avoid that he black.
He don't have to prove anything else.
They shouldn't have to.
Yeah, he don't have to prove. He has nothing to prove.
Exhausting. That's exhausting that I have every step I make. I have to ensure that I'm making every decision for me and black people.
Culture, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that.
You can't grow trying to do that.
And everybody got different fucking,
their path is different.
Passions and shit. Maybe if I'm not big on pro black, why the hell I gotta?
I'm like fuck.
Some people just ambitious and want to go after their
people be like support black business. I be like, you know what? Pause. You're right, but I'm going to support whatever works. Like if it's a black business across the street that serve fish and they service is terrible, and this regular place over here serve fish and they shit better than they fish, I'm going to the Asian spot to go eat my fish. Point blank period. Like I'm gonna support what's good. Just because it's a black business, it doesn't mean that you just gotta pull out your money and support it. Yeah. The reality of it is some black businesses are very terrible.
Because let's be honest, the food can be good, but if the service is trash, I'm still not gonna go.
Bro, me and one of my closest partners was just talking about that.
I love us to death. I love us.
I love black people, but we terrible with service.
Yeah.
We terrible.
You go somewhere, it's a
45-minute
wait.
It ain't even about food. Nuh-uh, hold on. It ain't about food. It's not just food. It's food.
Cleanliness.
It's haircut. No.
Oh.
It's beauty shops. It's person that's trying to sell clothes. It's all of it. It ain't just one spot. It's all of it.
Yeah.
You right.
Because hold on, wait. I have a funny thing that low key is like why black businesses never open on Monday. Like what is that?
We don't like Mondays. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know.
But it's different for you.
It's
different for you. I'm talking about food
business structure. What are we missing?
How to talk to people.
So communication.
How to show love. How to organization. How to be organized. We're not organized. I give you a perfect example. Me and one of my closest partners was talking on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Was talking on the phone. I'm talking on the phone to him. And he's at this spot, black-owned chicken spot. And he in the drive-thru. And we had a nice little 15, 20-minute conversation. And we just talking. He's like, bro, I'm still sitting right here. Ain't nobody even came up here yet to even ask him what his order was. Sitting in the drive-thru. There's people behind him. All right? So then they finally come up and they say, what you getting? Gives him what he's getting. He said, let me get peach tea. All right, we ain't got number raspberry and regular. Okay, bet. Let me just get raspberry. Didn't even give him his price. Close the window. Comes back. He texts me. We off the phone by now. He texts me like, they still ain't gave him my food yet. Then when they give him his food, bag all tore up, grease coming through. I said, give them that shit back. ASAP. You know what I'm saying? He's got an iPhone, so it just says emphasize on whatever I've said. But the reality of it is I had the same situation. I went to a fish spot in the hood. And don't get me wrong, fish good the motherfucker. Can't even trip. Fish good. Call it in. All right, let me get such and such. All right, that's it. What's your name? What's the last initials of your name? Click. Didn't give me no price.
No nothing.
No nothing. Oh, you know what? My fault. You know what they said? Cash only. Click. So I call them back. Hey, I just ordered with y'all. You said cash only, but what's the price? $29.50. Click. You see what I'm saying?
But hold
on. This is where we at. But you want me to patronize this? People will be like, man, y'all need to support black business, support black business. Why? Why? Why should I? Give me one good reason that I should.
I hear you, man.
This is two experiences, and this is just two regular people. This is two experiences, and we both had two bad experiences in two different locations as both black businesses. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Don't get me wrong. I don't get it.
I've worked at every black.
Hold on. I go to a barbershop. You go to a barbershop. He say, man, I only take appointments only. Bet. I'm thinking, you know what? Hey, I get there. I might have to wait 10, 15 minutes to get my hair cut. Because, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 10, 15 minutes behind. I'm believing in grace. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that. I set my appointment at 3 o'clock. I don't sit into the chair until 4:30.
No, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. But you charging $45,
so it's
$50
been experienced, and it ain't even an experience.
You feel what I'm saying? So not only am I an hour and a half behind from what you scheduled, or even let's just say an hour behind from what I originally scheduled. Now you in this whole laughing and kicking. Now remind you, nigga, you behind, nigga. Ain't no talking to do at this point. Niggas trying to get niggas out here so I can catch my time up. No, sir. You're here laughing, kicking, having whole conversations. We dapping up, we chopping it up.
Hanging out.
But you tell me you only take appointments only, bro. So that means if I set an appointment at 3 o'clock, at least by 3:15, I should be in the chair. You understand? But you understand what I'm saying, though? There's a certain level of expectation that we already have on each other. So why fuck over each other?
I do agree.
You see what I'm saying? And then put us in a position to where we gotta have these conversations on the podcast about why black people can't get their shit together, but they want us to support them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? My job here, I own a black business. I am a part of that group. Mm-hmm. When you come, you can't come in this motherfucker and then, and then Dion 20 minutes late. He 30 minutes late. No communication, no nothing. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know why we do it. I get we want to circulate the black dollar. I do think we have to run better businesses and not think because we all think we're family. You know what I mean?
And it's like, why would you treat family
a structured business? Now you're running it like a family shop or whatever. I think we business up.
But it's not all blacks, but as a whole, unfortunately, black businesses are terrible with service.
It is feeling a little.
And unfortunately, we both have black businesses, and we are in that group as well.
I purposely run my business different because I've spent so much time in other black salons, and I'm like, this one, it's not even what you think a salon environment should be, or what you would want your environment to be. And we learn it by being there.
Yeah.
You know it's wrong too. You be like, I wish they'll go on
and peep this. You know what? I don't mean to cut y'all black, but you know what's crazy? Is that, especially in the barbershop atmosphere, when I said I scheduled my appointment at 3. At 3 o'clock, you know my appointment was at 3. Mm-hmm. You won't even come over there and be like, hey man, I apologize, man. Give me about
no courtesy.
You know what I'm saying, 30 minutes. and you get some to eat or something, and I promise you, I'll be ready for you. Like, that's not even transfer. You see what I'm saying? You just still got me fucking sitting there, and you just laughing, kiki, and cutting up, blah, 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 whoop de whoop. And then when it's time, it's like, shit, come on. Like, you ain't did nothing wrong, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to be late.
At least communicate. There's nothing wrong. Human error happens. I ain't expecting you to be 100% accurate on an appointment all the time. That happens, man. I get that. But no communication in that fucks me up. It ain't, you being late ain't my issue. It's the no communication. So you got everybody sitting here. I ain't the only one you behind on. Yeah. So guess what? You was late on me and I'm at 3. Guess who else late? Your 3:30 or your 4, your 5. Now we all sitting in this motherfucker and we just sitting here.
And all assuming we next.
Exactly. And we all sitting there and you ain't communicating with none of us. You just got us sitting here hostage. We can't leave because if we leave, we get our spot too. And we stand here and we could have been doing something else.
But if you would be late, that's exactly what the barber would think.
Absolutely.
I could have been doing something else. I've been working on somebody else, or whatever the case is, and that's why the time management is so important. But I don't have a rebuttal. I don't have a rebuttal.
But it's sad because we both have black
I think I could say it from the outside looking in, what make y'all different from the other businesses. Y'all value the time of y'all customer.
The time is more important than the money.
Most people don't think of that. Yeah. Well, even if or the money, you value both. You value.
No, I'm just saying the time is more important. You know what I'm saying? Than the money, and it ain't that I value my customers' time. I value my own.
True.
I value my own time.
Some other businesses, they don't value those two things. They don't value the time that it took you to get there, whatever the case may be, or if it's a food establishment, you chose to come here. They don't value that, and they don't value that dollar. They want the money, but they don't put the experience into the value of that dollar. It means something when someone comes to train with you or comes to get their locks done by you. For some businesses, it's like, oh, it's a check. I'm here my next payment. Y'all are like, oh no, I appreciate these people for fucking with me. Yeah. So that's what makes y'all stand out differently.
It's definitely different. I hate that. I really do hate that about us.
You go over there in North Dallas, SMU, goddamn me, South Lake, Allen. You're not getting that type of service. And if you get it,
the black businesses that's out there don't do what they do here.
Getting it, I guarantee you, they're communicating that. They all the way. Oh, your next service will be free. You know what I'm saying? Your next time you come will be. They doing all of that. I've seen experiences at barbershops that'll blow your mind. I had a guy cutting me up in a truck, and somebody called him and said, he was already booked. And then somebody called him and said, hey man, can I get in? He was like, yeah. Dude actually comes because I was there. Because after I got done my haircut, I sat there for a minute and chopped it up with somebody I knew. Dude was there. Now, remind you, he was already booked up, so this guy was going to be the last one. He gets to his next to the last client before that guy that he squeezed in, told the dude that he was going to squeeze in, man, I ain't going to be able to get you today, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come back in the morning. So you done had this dude come up here, even though you knew you was booked. Why you didn't honor that? You just would have had to stay, bro, and honor that service because you the one told him to come. You could have told him on the phone
that you was booked from the morning. Same thing you end up telling them.
And you made that person waste their time. You see what I'm saying?
Not fair.
That's fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the way we move, man. It's the way, it's like we treat customers like they owe us something. You know what I'm saying? And don't owe us shit.
I really want to say why we have to even be collective. Like, why does that experience have to dictate how we view Black community as a whole? But it happens so often.
Too often.
And I think it's just like our conversation about the heterosexual dynamics. You get what I'm saying? It's not every relationship that's toxic and fucked up like that, but because it happens so often,
it makes you
it's feel like it's the highlight of the whole.
You go into it waiting for the shoe to drop at that point now, because now you've been like, everything is toxic, so now I'm waiting on this shoe to drop in this one. And in actuality, you probably making it toxic.
But I sort of want to make it individual. Like, we're a different Black business. I just wouldn't have a way of saying that.
And I don't want to just bash on no barbers or nothing like that because I know
it's not
because I know trainers. I done had people's clients and they come here come train with me and they be like, man,
I almost said something.
Such and such just took my money, man. And I ain't even heard from them. So now not only do you know what you fucked up? if you took that person's money and just didn't be consistent with them after you took their money, then when they come over here with me, I gotta go clean up a mess because now they don't want to give me
the money.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. And now I gotta show you and show and prove to you that I'm not like such and such down the street or around the corner. You feel what I'm saying? So now I gotta go do extra work to make this situation right when it ain't even my responsibility to make this situation right. You fucked up or you fucked them up.
Right on.
But I gotta come fix this and make this right. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not cool. So it's still it ain't barbers, it ain't beauticians, it ain't locticians, it ain't trainers, it ain't stylists. It's
some
black
everybody.
people.
Yeah.
It's black people.
I'm confused because it's almost like we all grew up in somewhat of the same house, and that was structured as hell. You got a black mama.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning you cleaning up,
and
no
it's
matter
not
what.
Mama, you got her mama. And that was worse. So what the fuck are we acting out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? We can't get that together. We know structure.
I don't think it's the structure though. I think it's what y'all always talk about, accountability. They're not. You want this business and you want these funds and you want this life, how it looks, but you don't hold yourself accountable on how to get there.
I can receive that because it's almost like when you get your first apartment, right? You know you've been cleaning up every Sunday, but you ain't gonna do that.
Because now you ain't got to. Ain't nobody holding you accountable to do it. But then around your second year, you realize I really don't like when these dishes pile up like this. You know, my apartment smell a little weird. I want it to smell away. Yeah. So you get, you adjust. You start adjusting. You start learning how you like to keep your space. We got to get to that place in business. Yeah. How you want to run your business? How do you want the customer experience has to be seamless? How do you make your business, and if you're a black business, a good business? You know, and stop keeping up the fucking shit. I think you gotta hold yourself because what I don't do, although me and all my clients are friends, I know we all best friends. I get it. I don't cross a certain line. You ain't finna ask me for a favor. You get what I'm saying? You're not finna pay me tomorrow. Sorry, baby. You're gonna come tomorrow. How about that? Yeah. Can we arrange that? But we're not crossing that line. This is business. I got bills to pay here. We can do friend shit outside here. You know, call me on the phone. Send me a pool game. That shit we can do. But what I can't do is a favor of some sort. So I keep that separate. Because my fear is running the same business I had to run back at home. When everybody was family. So sometimes they're gonna come and sometimes they're gonna be late. And then sometimes they're gonna tell you they're gonna pay you next time. Or sometimes you're going to wait all day for a cash out. Or I got to ask for your money. Hey, I never received that. Or hey, no. Because now you don't know if you're working for free or not.
I still
you don't know if you're making this bill or not.
I still deal with that with a couple of people. But it is like when I get aggressive, now you think I'm out of line. Now I'm getting aggressive because this is something that should already been transpired. Yeah. Really shouldn't have to remind you.
Shouldn't have had to do that. I
shouldn't have
had to put boundaries in place.
I shouldn't have to remind you.
Want something from me. Because if you were to go to somewhere else, you pay them with no problem.
Yep, you wouldn't do that.
You'll respect their time. You'll respect their business. But because we know each other, because we think we're family, you can treat me away. No. And I think we get lost in that having business because we do think we all are family. And we somewhere start acting like that when you're friends. So if you're doing servitude, you got people coming on a regular, you become friends after the third time you're there.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Now it's, hey, girl, and I was not, how you doing? How can I help you today? You ain't worried about that. Yeah. You just hanging out. And that's what that blurred line at. And we got to respect the business portion of that line. Like, hey, I can't disrespect this person like that. You shouldn't even want to. That's what's fucking crazy. You think your family would be like, want to support it. Like, man, I see you doing good. Here's this. Here's a little extra because I like that you. No, they won't take from you. Like, can I pay half and can this be free?
That's why I don't trust no family members. For that reason.
I think that has grown in our community, in our culture. Yeah. that has grown in that way. And it's not
that expectation is
it's
I'm
not,
gonna get a hookup from Kinfolk because he do this.
That's not beneficial
And
for
it's
growth.
fucked up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So while we're saying support black business and keep that money in rotation, we also not considering that we gotta respect the business. And we gotta have good business. And we gotta learn business.
Oh, let that person that wanted to hook up from you, let them get a business and see if they gonna give you a hookup.
Oh, see, the same way?
What? Man, say.
They might act like they don't even know.
Man, no, what they gonna think is because
this
they
shit is
got a
weird
business.
out here. That's why I say it's you want to keep it in rotation, but man, you gotta treat every person differently. Because I promise you, if that shoe was flipped, they gonna want their shit, nigga, probably before you even.
Man, we would benefit from that as a whole if we just treated everybody as we expected to be treated ourselves. You get what I'm saying? And I don't think that's I mean, I treat people good.
You don't go to Neiman Marcus and be like, let me pay you later.
No, you're never gonna do that.
You don't go to Foot Locker and be like, let me pay you later.
Or talk them down on the price.
You want them to
what?
know.
Oh, that talk down get you punched in your eye.
You want them to know you can afford them.
Yes.
You want them to know that you got money, or that their product or their service is a status for them.
Right.
But to their sister, you gonna give me half,
Man.
So you gonna go pay. I don't even know how much shit costs. That lets you know I really don't. I don't even have it. But you gonna go pay $1,000 for some Balenciaga shoes. But then when it's time to go get your hair done or your nails did by somebody black business, then it's like, girl, let me pay you next week. But you just paid $1,000 for these shoes.
Yeah. For status.
And then
but that's why you
didn't question it. It wasn't too much. It wasn't.
Right.
Ooh, I can't afford
these shoes. Cause you ain't gonna do it again. I mean, or you ain't gonna do it often. But when they see them shoes on your feet, now you wear $1,000 shoes. You know what I'm saying? It changes how somebody.
But you got your hair done. But you got your hair done for free.
Yeah. Right.
But you ain't gonna tell that whole story.
Yeah.
No.
Can't
make it look like you got something for the free.
You got your hair done for free. You got your nails did on credit.
And that's a flex. That's a flex to have gotten that like that. But you'll go give money to these people that promotes whatever, and it ain't even that. Cause look, they promoting the goddamn pedophilia, but the same people that own them own Gucci, and they did the blackface shit. You get what I'm saying? Like the cycle continue. This all. What the fuck?
They laugh at us every time we go in there and
laughing like a mug, and we happy to show them we got some money to give.
See that nigga that just came here and bought that shit? He don't even know what this shit mean.
But I think at some point, who said, I don't know, I think it was Tommy that said they don't make product for black people. We love it. We love that type of that what is that? We hooked on discrimination. Huh? We like being mistreated.
I think we the ones that's racist.
To what ourselves. Like,
we're racist to ourselves.
Self-destruct. It's like, and it really does feel that way. It really does feel that way because it ain't like we don't have businesses that we could support.
Who you think?
Or that we could grow.
Who you think the 4 and 5 star restaurants? Your Perry's, your Bob's, your restaurants. Who you think own those places?
You want me to say it? We don't get canceled, but I can say it.
You know what I'm saying? The reality of it is that those people that own those places, and we make sure that we in tip top and we got everything we need to go there.
We want them to think we can come to here. Can we come to your place? Dress up for it?
Yeah. If they told you you can only wear ballroom dresses and suits,
hard bottoms and top hats,
and you gonna do exactly that just to say I went there for what? The experience.
To have $100 plate. Yeah.
But then go over here to the fish place in the hood and be like, man, this shit too high.
And maybe that's why the servitude reflects. But at the same time, it's a missing piece here. Something happening. It's something freaking happening that I don't know. I don't know what
psychological?
it is. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not psychological. It's what she said earlier. It's the deemness of wanting to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm such and such, and I come out here with a Louis outfit and some Louis shoes on from top to bottom, and hold on, the people that don't have money ain't the only ones that do it, Because you got rich people, the baby, little baby, that's all they dress from head to toe.
Yeah.
Yes, they can afford it, but the question is that
and that's not
that's just
perhaps they can, but it's really free.
Yeah.
For the influence.
Exactly.
Because now I can wear this shirt, which was
the rich get richer.
Somebody came in, told them to wear this today, and we're gonna say, "Oh man, I'm gonna get a shirt just like that."
What's crazy is that we don't even support each other. Like if you're a person that makes shirts, you feel what I'm saying? Like if you make shirts and you made all my shirts, I ain't gonna never see you in the shirt that you made for me. You feel what I'm saying? That's like we don't even support
other black businesses, yeah,
like,
and black business owners. Yeah.
It's like it's weird. It's like we pick and choose. I'm not asking you to. I'm not forcing you or saying that you should support everything. Because me and a friend of mine actually had a conversation about this week about how he had a friend that was starting a clothing line. He didn't like the way the clothing line looked. He wouldn't buy it. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
That's totally understandable. But there are some out here that's like, I done business with you. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't show love to you. You showed love to me. That's the least I can do. Is support your brand. Is support your business.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Especially if I like it. But you got people that won't even do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hate.
But it's
out of hatred.
Yeah. It's like it's.
I was letting Dion know your sister said she on her way.
It's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with it's just different to me. It's like, even speaking to her, me and her had a conversation about that. Like one time, it's like, even talking about that, it's like, hey, you want me to support you. This is a thing that I hate about us too sometimes, is you want me to support you, but then when it's time for you to support me, you're nowhere to be found. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but you gonna make sure that I came and supported you.
Yeah.
But then when it's time for you to support me, no matter what it is, if I ain't out here popping bottles with you, kicking it in the club or something, I don't see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I just ask you to come to this restaurant with me and just break bread with me, it's like, no, I don't see you. You see what I'm saying? That's how people is. You feel what I'm saying? Not talking about my sister, I'm talking about just people in general. It's like, that's how we do. It's like, it's not reciprocated anymore. It's just like, I want you to support me, but I ain't gonna support you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially if it ain't something that I want to do. But I want you to support me though. But I ain't gonna come over there and do that and do ABC.
I see that.
You know,
honestly.
you gotta be
like
careful.
I'm gonna go to your event.
Right.
I'm gonna go to your dinner, your kids shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. But I made a rule this past month actually. If they didn't show up for my baby, you will never see us again.
Yeah.
And that was it for me. Once I made that decision, I just waited for them to show me who was who. Now I didn't expect certain people. You get what I'm saying? I didn't expect. I know life is what it is, but
others,
they know who they were. Oh yeah, motherfucker.
That's it.
And that's the thing, like, you gotta know your people. You can't invite Dion to a club.
Right.
I don't go to clubs. I don't go to
I'll be
clubs.
so uncomfortable.
You can't invite Dion to a bar. I don't drink. Like, come on. You can't invite Dion to a goddamn smoke shop. I don't smoke. You see what I'm saying? So, like, don't try to make it seem like, well, bro, all I had was this. But bro, if I told you, hey man, you know I ain't going to that, but I'm gonna take you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna go eat or something. Like, don't make it seem like I just wasn't gonna come to this. But if that's not, I'm not forcing nobody to come to something that I know they're not comfortable in that environment. I don't fault you for that. Now, if we're doing something where I feel like everybody will be comfortable and you was available and you still chose not to come, then that's some more shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Because now it's like, but you would be upset if I didn't show up to something you had.
Now I gotta be tapped. You know what I'm saying? You done ticked it, I'm tapped. And my switch is you feel it. You gonna feel it. Cause oh man, I'm gonna snatch everything. I'm gonna snatch all the energy away. So I'm, if
you gotta be careful about who's in your circle, and know everybody's position. You know what I'm saying? You know this person, hey, and do something that everybody can do if you want your whole circle to.
Yeah.
But I don't, some people don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in life, man, especially in our community, are only with you because they're benefiting.
And that's
when they stop benefiting, they're not gonna be with you, bro.
That's what Deion Sanders need to remember.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us need to remember. You need to know. I've been burnt like that before, so I know this issue very, very well. Know people, as long as they're benefiting off of you, long as they're leeching off of you, long as they're getting something out of the situation, they with you. I'm with you, bro. I got you. Whatever you need. Let them stop getting or benefiting something.
And that's so childish.
Watch they be gone and they won't ever check on you.
That's so childish.
They ain't gonna even see if you got a post. But that's the world we live in.
They don't need you no more.
Exactly. So while you walking around here with a whole entourage, you know what I mean? You got 8, 10, 15 niggas with you. Stop doing what you're doing for them and see if them 8, 10, 15 niggas gonna be there.
Right.
Better ask Big Meech in jail, locked up. Ask him how many of them cats still talk to him. The reality.
That's whack, man.
That's the reality. He put food on all these cats' tables, from city to city, from coast to coast, state to state. He putting food on a lot of niggas' tables. See how many of them niggas put money on his books.
Maybe we just need a real selfish era. I mean, villain era.
We already there.
That's kind of where we're going right
there.
now.
Worry about you, because everybody out for self.
We already there. We already there.
You gotta date yourself, love yourself, educate yourself, take care of yourself. Bro.
You're already there. You know how many people I just had surgery a week ago.
You did.
I can count on my hands how many people said, hey man, you need anything, let me know, or actually came through. I can count on my hands. Count on my hands.
You know how many people expect.
But you know how many people say they love me all the time, and they don't. If you need anything, let me know. They and really mean it. Oh, it's about 100 of them. Yeah. But you want to know how many people really did it or really meant it?
Handful of people.
Handful of people. But let you not be there for something that's going on with them. They gonna hang you on the cross. You understand me?
That's wild.
So you gotta know. Like you gotta know.
Being godlike,
But you can't. I've learned that you can't beat up for everybody.
They're consistent.
You can't beat up for everybody. I've learned a year ago that I was like, I'm gonna start picking and choosing who the fuck I'm gonna beat up for.
You're right. That's it.
Because if I was just beat up for everybody wouldn't beat up for me.
No. But they're gonna expect that, and they're gonna rely on that that you give out. So yeah, let's be selective. That would be great.
What's crazy is that when you're selective, you still get mixed reviews, because the reality of it is there's some people that'll think that they was rocking with you like that, and when something really come up, man, why you didn't tell me? Because I don't think we rock like that. So why would I tell you? Yeah. But if I tell you that, now I'm rude, or now that's fucked up. No, it ain't fucked up, it's real. Yeah. Give me one thing that you've showed to me to make me feel like you rock with me or you fuck with me like that. Give me one. Give me one.
Besides you feeling like I should share my personal life with you.
And that's what people want. They just want to know what's going on with you. They just want to be nosy and see what's going on with you. They want to see what's going on with Black. Like when you were sick, you know what I'm saying? How many people actually checked on? How many people actually came and or you? But you see my point? You see my point?
No, I just realized it was.
This is people. This is people.
You motherfucking people. You motherfucking people.
People. This is people.
I'm so over these motherfucking people.
It's
why you did that?
Man, because
I have the space I was in. You see why I had got peace.
I told myself I was talking to myself and told myself, boy, your funeral is not gonna be packed. And if it is, it's gonna be because motherfuckers trying to beat out to be nosy. Oh. But the people that really care, it wouldn't be packed. If only the people that really care came, my funeral wouldn't be packed at all. You can put my funeral in this building. No. That's how many people it would be. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
discuss you.
But unfortunately.
But you know what? I don't think it would be disgusting, because at that point the people who actually care are there. You know, you shouldn't have a go to be like, I don't want a big funeral. I want a funeral of the people who fuck with me.
I don't think I do. But it's just a thought that it's so much fake love.
But that's what would be disgusting.
Say, don't
if
do
the
no
people
balloon
who
release for
don't
me.
love
Don't do
me
none of that for me.
showed up.
Say,
Like, bro, you didn't even care.
Please don't put me
show
on
up.
no t-shirt. I'm dead serious. Don't do no balloon release for me. Don't put me on no t-shirt. Don't do none of that stuff for me.
I'm glad you're telling me.
I'm like, don't do that for me.
Wow.
Do something that I like to do. Go work out.
I got
You know what? He don't want a balloon release. We have to go release rounds at the shooting
Like,
range.
Go do something.
I'm gonna get that guy.
Go
That
do
guy
something.
Tatted on your back.
Do something that you knew I really liked to do. Don't be trying to go drink for me. I didn't drink.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna smoke
Pour it
one.
out for
I'm
my
gonna smoke
homie.
one for my bro Dia. Don't smoke one for me. I didn't smoke.
I gotta deliver.
Like, what are you doing? You want me to come
You
back
gonna
like
smoke
that
one
dude?
in remembrance
Say,
Yes.
of the.
that's some bullshit. Don't do that shit for me.
Oh, I hope I don't have to experience that.
Yeah.
Amen.
I really don't want to experience that.
But this is what we live in. The world, going back to where we was at, y'all, we probably won't make the other two things today, but it is what it is.
I ain't know you was gonna provoke me, did you?
We gotta understand that supporting Black business is important, but we still have a choice. We still have this thing called choices. We get to determine who we want to support and who we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't take it as a bad thing. Take it that you need to get better. And there's something in your business that you're lacking.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's support Black.
Let's
build better Black.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question.
That's a good slogan.
Peep this.
Build better
Think
Black
about it.
businesses.
When you go to a regular restaurant, you can almost see a suggestion box. Or back, I know, probably not now, but back in the day, maybe a couple of years before COVID, a lot of major restaurants had suggestion boxes. Or if you wanted to talk to the manager, you could do that. You feel what I'm saying? And it would be a conversation. And they was, if your food is bad at a restaurant, they want to make it right, or they're going to give you your money back, or that meal is free. When you do that at a Black business, they don't have that suggestion box. You can't talk to no manager, or they gonna get real rude with you if your shit wasn't right. And they gonna have an attitude about it. And I'm scared to give you my food back because I'm scared if you bring me some more, you probably done something to it.
They come on defense automatically.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like.
But actually, you're right. You're right. But see, we would consciously think that there, but don't think these white people won't drop our fries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't kick that shit around.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then
made their own sauce. That wouldn't even cross our mind though, because I don't know why either.
I'm careful about how I talk to anybody though. Like if I know something was wrong, which I rarely send food back ever, because
I'm afraid of everybody.
I'm just not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I will the only probably big thing I'm gonna send back is if you put cheese on anything and I asked you no cheese, because I don't eat cheese. But anything else, I'll let you make it. Even if you got my drink wrong, I'll drink it. You know what? Fuck it. Let me go and get another. Let me get this the next time, because that's really what I asked for. So I'm really kind of making you look like an idiot. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna never embarrass you. I'm already a big Black dude, so I don't want to get super aggressive because I don't want to look like that guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things.
I'm that guy.
You probably is.
Big time.
But you can get away with it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Yeah. Could you imagine me being angry in a restaurant? They're gonna call laws on me.
Yeah.
Like,
I get it.
And I'm gonna still get my food, but they probably gonna call the laws.
I am that guy. But I have so much bad experience.
Understood.
Like it's like you trying me. You knew I was here. Did you know I was there? I had to make my wife order all my food. Cause I thought maybe she have a more polite voice or something. Maybe I intimidate you. Maybe I'm. But
people think that's weird when one person is ordering everything.
You don't even want me to try. Cause as soon as you start looking confused at what I'm saying, you gonna already piss me off. Cause it's your. See, I don't even want to do it. See, you finna make me tell people this is your job. You know this shit. This is your menu, right? I'm coming to your place a bit. How the fuck you confused? Huh? And don't bring me what you want. You know what they forget? The honey mustard. Bitch, did I ask you to bring me this goddamn barbecue sauce and ketchup? Bitch, didn't I tell you that honey mustard was more important than the food? That's why I told her to tell you it. Because now I got to say something. You don't want me to say something because it's going to come out of the way. And not our whole service, you on eggshells.
Cause now the person done offended and pissed you
You
off.
get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I already started high with a tip, especially with us, but I ducked for everything. I'm watching everything. You better. Everything. You get what I'm saying? I think because I have that energy, I always have a bad way.
Like, it's
because I come with that energy, and I want it not to be, but because I've had so many bad experiences,
It's
I
inevitable.
come on edge like, oh, she better
you
not
come
forget.
on the defense automatically.
As soon as we can say what I want, I'd be like, she ain't gonna bring me that. She gonna choose my food today. I already know it. Because, I get deduction. I don't want nothing with the meat. And I need some honey mustard. It's simple, I think. But to them, she's here. Bring out the special.
Don't put nothing on her plate that she asked for.
Oh, man.
Mm. And I always, and it's drive-through restaurant. I just think I'm cursed some type of way.
In the restaurant business.
But it must be my energy. It must be because I keep that on my mind. Like, you finna fuck this up, ain't you?
Yeah.
And you fuck it up, and I be like, so did you? Come here.
Let me holler at you real quick.
My baby be so stressed out. I look, and I want to apologize, but you already know I'm finna do this. Because that's why we had this precaution in place. Right? You've been ordering my food for years. You know why we decided that? Huh? Because I do this. You know that. Mm-hmm. So I can't even apologize.
It's almost like she want to see the plate before they bring it. No, that's not what she said.
See, that's my waitress job.
Yeah.
Everybody's very attentive.
You know exactly what I said because you had to write it down. Or sometimes they feel like they're an expert and they can remember. And I'd be like,
all right,
here we go.
You come out here with this barbecue
they think
sauce.
They got it. They bring you the
got a memory like an elephant. You finna remember all of our orders on this side of the room, huh? Mm-mm. And you forget my honey mustard, yeah? You been remembering shit all day, huh? Right now, I give out.
And then it take them 5 minutes to go get it.
If you want honey mustard, just go get
Bring
that.
It first. Mm-hmm. Oh, when they do that, it go hot. You do that, I'm gonna tell you.
I ain't never been a waiter in my life, and that's what I would do.
You do that, I'm chill. I'm gonna smile the whole time because you can't really mess up at this point.
All
I need is some sauce. Mm-hmm. All I need is some sauce. I can make some things, bro. And they already ain't got no meat in it. They ain't got no taste.
I need this sauce. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You might need to tell them, hey, you know what, about the fact, just stop and just
baby,
go get that first.
Baby, what she tell them? The honey mustard is more important than the meal. And they gonna bring the ketchup. All right, bitch. She got me.
She cursed.
Welcome. Call your manager. Get me out of here. Come on.
Because I don't have a lot of issues at restaurants.
I do, man.
But I know why. I know exactly why. I'm a big black man, and you don't want to piss me off.
I wish.
But when I'm pissed off at the restaurant, I get quiet. I just be like, oh.
That you was afraid to fuck up because no, you won't. I be like that, and I know you know this. I ain't that one. You get what I'm saying? Because I can tell when I go to the store, people just be moving out of the way. Like, I don't have the bomb. I don't have nothing. But I see how you get out. I see, okay, I got a unit. It's a terrible Western bitch face. Get it. So why you fucking with me? Huh? You didn't see me in this passenger seat trying not to. You not see me? You ain't see me? As soon as they say something wrong, I'll peek up. What happened? It's
Black.
over there.
Black, you raise up like some shit out of a scary movie. What the fuck you say?
I'm really trying to be discreet. Like, I ain't even mess with them. You know what I mean?
You trying to stay out the way.
I ain't even trying to close no issue, baby. I'm chilling. And I'd be like, she said. And at that point, she just want to leave. But why this car? Why this car, man?
I'm not playing with y'all no more. What are y'all closing thoughts for the day?
It's stressing me out, though, man. I be trying. You know, I'm black. God. I'm pro. Listen, I love us. But y'all be making me do stuff. For real.
Closing thoughts?
Yeah, y'all be making me do stuff I don't want to do. I want us to be better. And I want better for us. Mm-hmm. But I know that's a trigger for me. And I don't know. And it's not always just, one of us. But servitude is so bad. Like, damn, we just don't know how to treat people.
Straight up.
Especially people that's trying to give you money. That's a problem for me. That's my closing thought. That's a problem for me. At least respect the people trying to give you some money.
I think my closing thoughts is when you're in service, you got to remember the word. The ground word in service is serve.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to serve with a good attitude. You got to serve with a positive exterior. And I don't think we do it very good. We don't even do it at church. We don't do it good at church. That's the sad part. Ushers be looking like they pissed off. Like, I'm just saying, I'm just being real for a second. It's like, it's crazy. Like, the amount, we act like that it's a chore to serve. And if it's a chore to serve, then don't get in a serving business. You understand what I'm saying? My closing thoughts would be, anybody can be an entrepreneur, but there's only a certain type of person that can be a boss.
Ooh, put that in the
Simple as
shirt.
that. Because there's a lot of entrepreneurs out here, but there ain't a lot of bosses. Bosses take care of their people.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to serve. They know how to make shit run. They do right shit. Entrepreneurs, you just going out there getting an LLC and saying that
You work for yourself.
you work for yourself, but you're not no boss. You're just an entrepreneur.
There's so much more than that.
Because a boss take care of everything, and everything comes to the boss. So make sure you know the difference between what you are. Are you an entrepreneur or are you a boss? Know the difference.
That's spicy.
I'm the beast.
I'm black. Until next time.
We out. Peace.